Good morning, Cheyenne. I am Nellie Andrade.
And I'm Chloe Martinson. This is the Mustang Report.
Juniors and sophomores are invited to take the PSAT exam in October. Taking this test as a junior can qualify students for the National Merit Scholarship Program. Sophomores can take this test as a practice. Stop by the counseling office or check Schoology for more information on how to register.
If you're interested in a trip to Washington, D.C. and New York City, the close-up trip is for you. Please stop by Mrs. Holmuth's room 2612 for information, open to grades 9 through 12. See the posters in the hall for the Schoology group or visit Mrs. Holmuth's room if you have any questions. Students must register by October 18th.
Now for a special report by Kali Barr on the 97 8th graders at Sheyenne.
Due to overcrowding this year, Sheyenne will be joined by 97 8th graders from the middle school. I am standing in front of Mrs. Richardson's classroom where her Earth Science class is in session. For the most part, their classes are located downstairs in the 1300 wing. Abby Mashalik is one of the 8th graders who decided to make the move to Sheyenne. Abby, why did you choose to volunteer to move to the high school?
I thought it would be a good experience because you'd get to know the school better, and we were offered some high school credits.
Mrs. Richardson also decided to make the move to the high school. What has been the most significant difference in moving from Liberty to Sheyenne for you?
I think the biggest difference is the fact that we're kind of a lone island and that we have only 97 students and they don't really have their friends, and so they're kind of stuck with one another, but a lot of great relationships have been formed between us and them and students to students, so they're doing great.
Although this may be true, there have been some unavoidable issues that they have run into. Is there anything for you personally that you feel made the transition a little bit more difficult?
It's kind of difficult sometimes just to get to and from classes since our transition time's only 3 minutes, but since we're in our own area, that's easier, but going from like orchestra to our different classes and then to gym and stuff takes a little more time. It's a little weird because you're kind of used to seeing all these people, but now we don't get to see them as much, and you don't get to see a lot of the people because a lot of them aren't in the same things as you, because I'm in volleyball and I only see like the girls and not all of them are in volleyball, so it's a little different, but next year we'll get to see them. So.
Mrs. Richardson has also noticed some communication issues that have come from being separated from the rest of the teachers at the middle school.
So our math teacher on our team, she had her math core group for 8th grade, which she still does, but she was able to go walk to the water fountain with them every day, the same time of the day, just to catch up and see where they met with their curriculum and how students were doing. And so a lot of that communication has been broken down. I was able to go into the science classroom next door, look at his board, see what he was doing, see his student examples, which we're still going to be able to do once our PLC minutes start next week with late starts, but a lot less opportunity for collaboration.
However, it appears that for these students, the positives are outweighing the negatives, such as they are able to earn high school credits in gym, foreign language, and music. Do you guys feel like you guys are at any sort of advantage?
Maybe a little for not your core classes though, because they'll be in a different spot, but like orchestra, band, and Spanish, it'll be a little easier for that because you'll know where those things are. And you'll kind of know the school a little better, so it'll probably be a little bit easier, and we can help out everybody else and stuff.
As for next year, there is not yet a plan to solve the overcrowding issue.
I think everything is really up in the air. Nobody really knows if we're going to stay over here. I mean, Sheyenne is going to be at capacity soon. They're really looking at all angles and working with families to try to do what's best for our students.
Until we have an answer on the bond referendum, the district will have to rely on flexible solutions like this. Now back to Nayeli and Chloe in the studio.
Thanks, Carly. The Mustang stable is now open periods 1, 2, 3, 4B, 5, and 7. Stop in for some snacks, beverages, or to check out our new apparel. Bucket hats and visors will be arriving in early October.
There will be a debate interest meeting for all students and families on Monday, October 15th at 6 p.m. in Mr. Curdy's room 2623. Any students in grades 7 through 12 are invited to join the team if you want.
There will be a French Club meeting during advisory on Friday, September 28th. Come vote for officers, talk about t-shirts, and find out more about the Winnipeg trip and more. All current and former French students are invited to attend.
Today for lunch there will be popcorn, chicken, or fish sticks.
Have a great week from the Mustang Report.